Google News that I wanted to share with you, in case it's interesting to you. We get some significant percentage of our traffic from Google News. Do you all as well? Do you get traffic from Google News?
Yeah.
Beautiful. We talked with the folks at Google about how their algorithms work and learned some interesting things that I wanted to share. Of course, there are different home pages for different countries and different languages, and the stories are all chosen by computer. So the lead stories. Did you completely crash this computer?
Maybe. Sorry, QIK. Apparently, just minor technical difficulties.
Okay, so we've got the top stories here. These are the clusters. This is what Google calls a cluster. The stories here are the stories that are the most popular among all the news outlets that Google is scanning. And English, it's 4,500 news sources that it's scanning frequently. To get in this cluster, this is where you get your traffic, right? If your paper is in this cluster. Here's what Google looks at. It looks at, once it establishes that the story is important, it looks at how unique your story is versus other stories. So if you run wire copy, it takes it down in ranking. It doesn't do as well if you run the wire straight, unless you are the wire service. So if you're Reuters or you're AP and you're running your story, it can do well. But if you're another paper and you're running the same AP copy, it's not going to bring you up to the top. You're not going to be one of these. You'll be here, buried down below. How does it look to see if stories are different? Well, it looks at the lead. It looks at the text itself. It's got algorithms that see how closely the stories tie. It also looks at sources. It knows it can detect names in stories. So if you're running a wire story and it's mostly wire copy, but you find new sources to corroborate data that aren't in other stories, aren't in your competitor stories, Google will bump you up. It says this story, somebody's done some original reporting here, and it gives you higher priority over other stories. So it's through a